friends, we got Lefranc oil paint here. This is not easy to get in the United States. I got this set of what appears to be a sample set, because this has only, how much milliliters in here? It says somewhere. 8 milliliters, fantastic. Was probably a sample set, and I got it on eBay for a slightly inflated price, because Lefranc, it's either giant expensive bottles on Amazon, and I'm not willing to spend $50 on a thing of titanium white at this point in time, or eBay. And yeah, the UK has all the good stuff right now, apparently. Yeah. Even Jackson's Art Supplies United States store does not have this, only their EU stuff. So anyway, we got Lefranc oil paint. I don't know how much is actually going to come out of these bottles because it looks slightly squished. But we are going to test Lefranc red, Lefranc yellow, Lefranc blue. I have no idea what these are supposed to be comparison to, because the pigment is PR170. Whoop, that fell down. PY184, PB29, and yeah, and the closest equivalents, what do we have here? Why can't I find PB29 is ultramarine blue, so that's what we're going to look with that. PB29. Yeah, we got Michael Harding ultramarine blue. PB184 was a trick, but I decided to go with Yellow Lake. I know it's PY74, but nevertheless. And PR170. Where's the payment information? I decided to go with alizarin crimson. Winsor Newton's alizarin crimson. We have a nice comparison over here. The ultramarine blue was the only one. We're going to take a look at them. We're going to mix with some titanium white. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. My usual stick here. I ran out of gray palette paper, so we're going to use white palette paper. And we got our usual slightly in the shadows, all the good stuff. Yeah. And anyway, I don't think this is old because it has website information on it. So but I can't say it's within the past 10 years. It could be 20 years old. I don't know. But yes, we got a little bit of, comes out nice. I'm going to try to not use too much because there's only 8 milliliters in these bottles, which is like nothing. We got transparent. Ultramarine blue is supposed to be that was a weird effect that just happened. It's not gonna, I put it down and like pulled back a little bit. That was weird. And we're gonna mix some titanium white. This has seen better days. I have used it a little bit much, but that's what paint's supposed to be for. It's supposed to use it up. Okay. It's arguing with me a tiny little bit, but that's fine. That looks like ultramarine blue, yeah. And now we're gonna wipe it off. And we're gonna get some good old garbage noises going on. If we can just clean it off. Garbage noises. Now I'm gonna look at Michael Harding's ultramarine blue next to it. And that's our, yeah. That came out a little bit like a fart. So my friends will know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, it's much darker. That is an entire, interesting. This is definitely a different shade. This is an entirely different shade. We're going to get a closer look at that in a minute. If the titanium white will also stop fighting with me. Mixing up some paint. But that's a different blue. That is a different blue. Same pigment, but different blue. Michael Harding's ultramarine blue is definitely darker and much more transparent, and that's not what I expected. It's very similar. It is very similar, but you can tell right off the bat that's not nearly as transparent as standard ultramarine blue. I don't know what Lefranc did with the same pigment, but similar, but slightly off. And now we're going to go back to garbage noises. gonna bonk. Yeah. Now, if only Lefranc was available in the United States. Garbage noises. And then I could actually use it instead of relying on eBay. And there's a garbage truck outside. Of course, there's a garbage truck outside. There it goes. My window is open, so you might hear New York City noises. Now we got Lefranc yellow. This paint comes out like butter. It is smooth. There's no resistance. It does. Ooh, that is transparent as heck. Much more transparent, but it could be because I laid it down thin. Did some of the black come off? Did some of the pen come off with it? I don't know. Okay. Going to mix with a little bit of the titanium white again. I'm arguing with my paint. I need to get a paint roller. Like one of the tubes, the things that squish the tubes to make the paint go to the top. I do not have one. And we are... But that is a nice lemony yellow. I could have probably put more titanium white in there. It's like overwhelming. Yeah. I'm learning stuff today. I'm gonna put that there. We can also mix the blues and the yellows together, see what kind of greens we get, but we'll see if I have the canvas room for it. Yay. I know this is going to be much brighter. We can see right off the bat it's going to be brighter, but I don't have much in the way of lemony colors. Usually I just lighten it. I'll add some whites to the yellows that I have, but yeah, that's going to be much brighter. This is more of a lemony shade. But mostly I try to make my hues and tints myself, so I don't have a billion, I say so I don't have a billion tubes of paint, but I already have a billion tubes of paint. But yeah, not even sure we need to mix the... This was not the correct comparison. I'm not even going to mix the white with that, because that would not be beneficial. The blues I think were the best comparison for the moment, but the red with a solid... With the solid alizarin crimson. Right, we're moving right on to the red. We are just moving right on to this red. Right now, I'm really enjoying this paint. It comes out smooth, like... Thank you, car alarm. It comes out smooth. It mixes well with... That happens sometimes. Okay, the red is slightly more disagreeable. But... overall, I think I like Lefranc oil paint. It works very, just nice. It's pleasant to put on, except for this one. This one is slightly less pleasant. Ooh, this one is very stringy. Why is it stringy? Why is it doing that? Okay, we're gonna see if we can get some titanium white out of this. Yeah, there we go. Woohoo. We're gonna mix that with the red. Gonna get that going. That is not mixing well. Something about this red did not work. Maybe it went off bad in the tube. Is that a thing that can happen? I don't know. Nice rosy kind of shade though. Like, we're just gonna take another little... Yeah. I kind of like the shade that's giving off. But something about the red was not going out right. Like the blue and the yellow. It came out smooth like butter. I'm going to keep saying that, even if it's annoying. It was actually pleasant to mix together. Garbage noises. But something about the red just was not working. We are going to look at it next to a good old alizarin crimson. Alizarin crimson is probably going to be much darker. Yeah, alizarin crimson is going to be darker. It always is. You expect it to be a brighter shade, and it never is, and I'm always surprised, and I don't know why. Yeah. But we wanted to get a good comparison. I think Lefranc would be more of a... Oh, come on. Come on, white. Come on, get out of there. Maybe I need a new tube of white. But the Lefranc red seems to be closer to a... Damn it, I forgot the name. The one that sounds like a flower. Someone knows what I'm talking about. But But yeah, no, those are completely different reds. Those are completely different reds. Not a cadmium. There's a shade that's named after a flower, and I can't remember what it is right now because I'm bad at remembering things. But the blue, I think, is the best comparison here because they're both made from the same pigment. But for some reason, this is not nearly as transparent, and it's much thicker in volume. And I'm still giving this a solid A though because it's just fun. It came out nice, smooth like butter. This one was a bit of an asshole. Came out stringy, don't know why, but the blue and the yellow came out nice, and this is a nice lemony shade. I like that. Yeah, if Lefranc is available where you are, I would give it a shot. I would recommend it. I don't know why it's not available in the United States. Lefranc, come to the United States. Yeah, and that's what we got today. We got a little bit of a solid little comparison here going on, and yeah, I will hopefully have a slightly better video next week. I am working on some stuff, and I apologize for not having a video last week because the paint bottles defeated me and I could not get actual paint out of the bottles. So yes, out of the tubes. Someone's going to yell at me for saying bottles instead of tubes, but yes. Anyway, have a good day. Enjoy your lives. Like and subscribe if you want to, but I'm not your mama. I'm not going to force anyone to do that. So thank you. Goodbye.